Destro. Okay.
808, turn them
Cookie with the lid.
What's up, YouTube? It's 3K Destro TV, and I'm back with another video. So this is Talk Time with 3K Destro. I'm happy to be back with you guys. First, let me start by saying this black screen, if this is as annoying to you as it is to me, I'm gonna be getting a new one soon. I know a lot of people don't use screens because they think it's like whack or like unpopular, which when you get to know me, you'll know that I'm not one to follow trends. So I like the screens because it's the scenery in my house. I don't really like it too much, so I like the screens or whatever. But this black one is starting to really get on my nerves because it's pretty vague and it's pretty plain, and I feel like you know, I'm just tired of it. I just have to say that. But today's talk time is gonna be about why me and my ex broke up. So I'm sure a lot of my viewers know who my ex is. I'm not gonna say her name or like shout out her YouTube or nothing like that. I'm not trying to clout chase or nothing like that. She's a YouTuber as well, and we actually kind of started together and we just branched off and did our own thing. Like once we just stopped talking. But yeah. So to pretty much sum that up, we started falling apart at this point right here. Well, one day we was arguing or something. This was maybe like on a Thursday. Yeah, it was on a Thursday as a matter of fact, because I had class this day. I was supposed to be going to school. We got into an argument over something stupid. I don't remember what it was. But this day I was meeting up with the drug. I was meeting up with the weed man. So she took me to the store, took me to Wawa's to meet up with the weed man, whatever. And we was arguing so bad, she's like, if you get out the car, I'm leaving. And I'm like, if you leave, nigga, we're done. So whatever, we both gave each other ultimatums or whatever. So I did eventually end up hopping out the car because I had to go get the weed, like I said, and then go get the blunt. So she pulls off and leaves me at the freaking Wawa's. Mind you, I have class this day. So she leaves me, and I'm sitting there for about 30 minutes after she leaves, right, to see like, okay, maybe she's gonna come back, you know, maybe she might come back. But I sit there, 30 minutes pass, I'm like, still no sign of her. So I walk to my closest friend's house. She's like maybe 15 minutes away from where I was at. So I walk to her house, and I'm in there and I'm just telling her like, yo, this motherfucker just left me, da 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 da. And we was basically just talking about it, and she was like, well, how you feel about that, whatever. And I'm like, I feel like I'm unappreciated, you know. I'm just like, why would you, it don't matter what we going through, you know what I'm saying? That's a petty move. I would never like leave you stranded somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's just not how I roll, you know. But yeah, so we was having to talk about it, whatever. Then later on that day, she was texting me or whatever. I wasn't replying because I didn't want to talk to her. So when I finally did reply, I was like, we need to talk. And my plan was to go back to move in with my grandmother because we were actually roommating with her sister. You know, yeah, we were living together, roommating with her sister. So my plan was to leave and come to my grandma's house or whatever. So when she came and got me, that was what I was telling her. I was like, man, I feel underappreciated. I feel like you don't respect me enough. You know what I'm saying? You didn't respect the fact, you don't care about me because you didn't respect the fact that I have class and you're gonna leave me on some petty shit, for real. So I was just like, I think we just need to separate for a little bit. I said, maybe we need some time apart, and I'm gonna just go stay with my grandma for a little bit. And she was like, well, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to Fredericksburg or whatever like that, cause that's where her mom is at, whatever. But little did I know, she had already contacted her mom and told her to come get her from Chesapeake, Virginia, to go back with her to Fredericksburg. So she was telling me, she was like, yeah, my mom's already on her way, da 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 da. So I'm like, all right, well, I was like, I was mad like, I was kind of mad. So I was like, well, that's just what it's gonna be or whatever. So I started packing all of my stuff, and I started putting it in her car. And that's when like I got all the stuff in there, like everything that I had in there, I took it, put it in the car or whatever. And I just sat there. I had some stuff in the dryer. That's what would help me up. I wanted to let it dry first, so I turned on the dryer, and I was like, I'm gonna just wait till my clothes dry and then we can leave, you know, so you can take me to my grandma's. So after that, like, she, after that, what happened? Oh yeah, so I was just sitting on the couch waiting for my clothes to dry. She was laying in the room on the bed, whatever. So I sat there for a little bit. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, do I really want to leave her? Like, is this really what I want to do? Like, I had to sit back and think about it, like, because I knew that once I left there, she was gonna go to Fredericksburg with her mom. So I'm like, I was like, it don't have to be like that. I was like, I just wanted to separate. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go to my grandma's house. Her still stay here. We still communicate. We still, you know, talk, see each other, but we just need a little bit of space from each other. That's how I was expecting it to go. So I was like, but we both had our minds made up. So I was just like, just thinking about it, like, I don't want her to really leave the Fredericksburg though. Like, I want to leave and go to my grandma's house, but I don't want her to leave and go all the way to Fredericksburg. So I gathered up some little courage, put my pride to the side, walked in the room, I laid beside her, and I was like, so why you gotta leave? Why you gotta go all the way to Fredericksburg? And she was like, I don't. Something like that. I don't remember how that conversation went. I just remember, like, kind of telling her, like, I didn't want her to leave, and I wanted her to stay. And I was like, maybe we could just work on things, and I could stay here, and we could just work on things together. You know what I'm saying? I won't leave because I don't want you to leave, type of thing like that. So we ended up working it out, you know. Little stuff happened. Then the next day was a Friday. Her mom did show up. Her mom actually did still come. So her mom stayed the whole weekend, and her mom was she had changed her mind. So she told her mom she changed her mind or whatever. So that was just like out the window. We wasn't thinking about it no more. I mean, we was still thinking about it low key, cause like we just was, but we were like trying to work it out together or whatever. So her mom stayed there the whole weekend. So Sunday come around. We woke up that day just talking about it again. Like, maybe it would be a good move if I go to my grandma's house and if you go to Fredericksburg, because like I had lost my job and it was just like a lot of stuff that we needed to take care of as individuals. Like, we need to get a lot of stuff right between like ourselves. So I was just like, maybe it is a better move if I go to my grandma's house, you know, stay there, get a job, stack up a little bit, and then we can get our own place, you know. I was just thinking like more on a level like, maybe we need to separate to get our life together. So she was like, yeah, I think I want to go the same. Like, I need to work on myself more. I need to find myself more. So I think it would be the best if I go to Fredericksburg with my mom. So I was like, we just literally woke up on Sunday morning talking about it. So it was just like, we were still feeling like we should separate, even though we really didn't want to separate from each other. We were still thinking about it just for like our own benefits. So we came to an agreement, and I was like, yeah, maybe that is the best conclusion, you know. We shed a couple tears. We lay there, we hugged each other for like, we lay there for a minute and just thinking about it, like, is this really what we want? So like after that, like, me and her sister got in an argument, because her sister, it was petty, like, it could have been avoided, but it was just like me, and I had all these like these different things going on. I had all these emotions built up, and then her sister owed me some money. So I'm like, yo, where's my money? Because she had been holding it off for like a week, and I'm just like, yo, like, when you gonna give me the bread? Like, I wasn't being petty about it, but the thing is, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Like, be a man of your word. Because like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You feel me? When I owed her money, it was never that I owed her money. It was just that, you know what I'm saying, I'm paying, you know, my little portion of the rent or whatever I'm paying my little portion or whatever. I was on time with it. If I went on time with it, I was making sure I told her when it would be there, or when I would, you know what I'm saying, get it to her. So I just feel like I deserve the same decency for you to tell me when you're gonna give me my bread. You feel me? It don't matter what it's for or none of that. It's just, if you say you're gonna give me something, or if you say you're gonna do something, just do it. And if you're not gonna do it, just let me know. But I feel like she didn't have to, she won't obligate it, I mean, nah, but she just felt like she didn't owe me the same respect, like the same common decency. Like, if you're not gonna give it to me right away, you need to tell me when, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm counting on that. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, waiting on that. So she made it a big deal, like, whatever. I had been asking about it for like that past weekend, because it was just like, I was kind of being petty about it, because I know that if it was me, it was the other way around, she would have really nagged me to the point where, like, I would have had no choice but to come up with it if I didn't have it. But the thing is, she probably didn't have it, but the thing is, she wasn't telling me. She just kept holding it off, like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you this day, I'm gonna give it to you that day. The day come around, she don't give it to me. So I'm like, nah, I'm not about to keep going for that. So this day, after like we talked or whatever, I'm already feeling like, bro, I'm about to fucking like, I'm already feeling like I'm about to at my breaking point, like I'm about to snap. So I shouldn't. That's why I shouldn't even asked her about it. I should have just chilled. But I went in there. I was like, yo, where my bread at? She was like, bro, stop asking me about the bread. Like she tried to buck type shit. Like stop asking me about it. I'm like, what you mean, nigga? It's my bread. What you mean stop asking me for? I'm not gonna stop asking you for it till I get it. So what do you mean? So she was like, you can she was just going back and forth, da 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 da. And then next thing you know, she like, you can get out. Her favorite words to say, you can get out. So I'm like, nigga, okay, I can get out. The fuck, like you act like I don't have nowhere else to go. Like I'm gonna be poor or straight. Like bitch, I can leave. I was like, okay, and like you act like that's killing me or hurting me. Like my plan was to leave anyway. So when she said that, I'm like, bitch, okay, well whatever, I can leave, but you gonna get my $30. Like, so we was going back and forth. So I'm packing my stuff. We going back and forth. I'm packing my stuff though. Like I'm busy like taking all my stuff out the closet, you know, getting my shoe boxes, getting my stuff gathered up or whatever. Cause I was gonna leave. I'm like, I'm gonna leave, but you can get my bread, like point blank, period. Like you kicking me out because you trying to argue with me over something that you owe me instead of just telling me that you was gonna give it to me whenever. You know what I'm saying? So we get to arguing, I'm packing my stuff, whatever. So she takes it upon herself to come get in my face. Now look, when I'm mad, the worst thing you can do is get in my fucking bubble. Like she got in my face, so my first instinct was to hit her ass. So she got on my face, she's like, So the first time I ain't do nothing, I'm like, bro, do I really want to hit her, bro? Like, I really don't want to fight her, my nigga. But if she keep pushing my buttons, I'm gonna really rock her because she got me fucked up. Like, you got me fucked up. So first time she got on my face, I ain't do nothing. I kind of just like brushed it off. I was like, man, you need to get the fuck out my face. We just arguing. I was like, you need to get on my face, whatever. Next thing you know, she got on my face again. Like, we arguing, like screaming, like to the top of our lungs. Her mom in there. My ex, she was around, but she was really like just in her own world. Cause nobody thought it would escalate like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, we go back and forth sometimes. We argue, whatever. And she's that type of person where everybody argues with her. So whatever. So yeah. So like she got on my face the second time. I went for the jab, popped her. That's when like she was like shocked that I hit her, cause she probably didn't think I was gonna hit her. I didn't even think I was gonna hit her, but it was just like, I was pissed off. Like, you know how you just black out and you just don't even think about it. Like, you just react. And that's what happened. So, like, she was shocked, so she didn't do nothing, whatever. Like, right away, she was just like, she had to think about it. Like, did she just really hit me, though? Like, she really hit me. And I was like, yeah, bitch, I really hit you. Like, so I'm squatting up at this point. Like, yeah, like, what's up? So, she ain't really trying to do nothing, whatever. That's when she started trying to swing. But, like, by the time she started trying to swing, her mom, everybody was already, like, in between us. Like, nah, y'all not fighting. Her boyfriend was there, too. As a matter of fact, he was like, nah, y'all not fighting. I think this nigga hit me a couple times. Like, I really don't know. But, like, so, yeah, so, fucking, yeah. Next thing you know, she starts trying to swing. But her mom's, like, in between us. So, I go, like, dip in between, like, whoever was, like, in between us, I, like, go dip under them. And I, like, pick her up by her legs and, like, drop it to the floor or whatever. And next thing you know, like, I'm on top of her, but I can't do nothing. Like, everybody's holding me. So, I'm, like, we felt, like, I picked her up by her legs and I fell on top of her, whatever. But like I couldn't do nothing because everybody was like crowding over top of me, everybody was pulling me, everybody was just like, it was a lot going on. So after that, like what happened? So after that, like I knew it was no turning back. Like I had to leave at that point. Like it was no us trying to think about if we're gonna leave or not. Like I had just fought her sister, so I knew I had at that point, like, that's what it was going to be. She was going to have to go to Fredericksburg. I was going to have to come to my grandma's house. Permanently. Like, we had already made that decision, but I knew, like, once that happened, that was just, like, it had to happen after that. So, that's what happened. Like, I, ended up fighting her. And then, like, after that, my ex, I had packed all my stuff, put in her car. They had got into it, whatever. Because her sister was trying to make her pick sides, but the thing is, she didn't really never pick a side. She was just like, it was wrong that you didn't tell her, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably was like, more so like, damn, I ain't have to fight her. But at the same time, it's like, she owed me the same common decency that I owe her, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't play around with nobody money, point blank, period. Like, you just don't play with nobody money, bro. And I guess her and her sister got into it because she was like, trying to get that through to her, like, that was wrong, you know what I'm saying? You could have just told her, blah, 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 blah. But she didn't really pick a side, whatever. So they got into an argument too. And then that's when like we left. She took me home. I mean, she took me to my grandma's house. I had all my stuff packed. We chilled for that whole day. And we just like try to like enjoy the last drop of each other's company. And we said a few things, changed a couple words. We just had like a very like a memorable moment. Like I'll never forget that day, because it was just like a turning point in my life. Like, I never lost somebody like that I really love. She's actually the first person that I really like. I was in love with her. Like, our relationship was strengthening. It was bettering me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I was getting better throughout our relationship, and like that was the first time I ever had that happen. Like, somebody we building each other up type. Like, we really was good together. But at the same time, I feel like we did need that separation, because we needed to work on individual things that we were distracting each other from. Like, it's certain things that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. Certain things she wanted to do she couldn't do, because we were like just distracting each other. We was just in love that much. Like, we distracted each other, and we could become better together. But the thing is, we needed to take that step by ourselves first, so that we can get in a role and get an emotion of things, and then we could get back together. But like, things change. So like, after that day, like we tried talking, we tried to stay together, we tried to make things work out, and they just didn't after that. So yeah, it was nothing like a harsh ending, like somebody cheated or anything negative. It was nothing bad like that made us end. We moved away from each other, and it just didn't work. I mean, that's a whole nother story time. Like, if I go into that, it'll be like a whole nother 30 minutes. But yeah, like, that's really the real reason how we broke up. Like, we just split up, and that was it. I mean, I did mention to her that before she left, that we shouldn't be together. If we're gonna be hours apart from each other, we should just do us. But I said that with the intent to still, keep her around and do like relationship things, talk to her. But I mean, that was what I said. She took that literal. Like, we were just broken up. But of course, we was like, yeah, we're gonna get back to it. You're not going nowhere, like, type thing. Like, we was like that at first, but it just changed. But I feel like since we've been broken up, I honestly I can't see myself with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I could talk to another female. We could we could kick it, all that. Like, that get my mind off of it. I mean, my mind is like, I'm completely over it now. But it's just like, it took me a while, and I just can't see myself getting like that serious with nobody, like, no time soon, bro. Like, I just can't. And that happened in January, so it's been about 5 months now that we ain't been like fuck with each other like that. But yeah, and I feel like this helped me, like, for us to not be together. It has brought me so far to like focusing on what I want to do, being motivated in another kind of way, because you know how sometimes you just get motivated from something bad happening to you, like something that bad, and you just like, damn, I survived it though, I came through strong. So, because that really hurt, like, that shit really hurt me. But I got through it, and now I'm stronger. I'm a better person now because of it, and I feel like I'm grinding harder. I'm going after what I want harder. Like, I'm coming full force, full speed towards what I want, and it just feels good. It feels good. Like, I'm actually kind of happy that it happened that way. It could have been worse, but yeah, I mean, it's brought me far. It's brought me to a good point in life right now. So I feel like, and it's also brought her very, very far, and brought her to a good point in her life. So I feel like we needed that to happen. Whether we're gonna be together or not, whether we're just gonna be friends from now on or whatever, like the situation may be, we needed that. So yeah, and that was just a talk time about why me and my ex, how we really broke up. I could go into detail about how things were after she left, but that's like a whole nother story time. So yeah, that was Talk Time with Destro. This is 3K Destro TV. I need you to like, subscribe, comment, and hit my bell for notifications, and just leave me some topics. Give me some ideas. Keep me inspired. I love you guys. I'm out.